Good evening, everybody. I'm Coach Ellis. I'm the running backs coach. I just want to thank everybody for being here to celebrate all these great athletes and great young men. I also want to echo what Coach Rosh said. Thank you to all the parents. Without you guys, none of this happens, and we don't get the players that have so much character and integrity. So thank you guys. So as you guys can see, I have a little bit of a smaller group. And you know, it can be challenging at times with a smaller group to do drills and to do practices. But with a smaller group, it allows me to get to know them at a more personal level. And I think you guys would agree, we were able to get to know each other a lot during the season because it was such a small training group. You know, because of how close we were as a group, these guys didn't hesitate to teach me things, just like Coach Hughes was saying. I think I learned more from them than I was able to teach them, which shows the characters that these guys have. I want to thank all of you guys for embracing me as your new coach. I know it was a lot of change, like Coach was mentioning. Never once did you guys complain, did you guys whine and practice, I'm not getting the ball enough, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. No complaining when we had a great season. I'm so fortunate I was able to coach such a fun and talented group. You guys are what made this season so enjoyable for me, and I hope you guys have fun too. And you know, because the season was so enjoyable, I'm hoping that that carries over to next year, and I hope you guys are excited for next year as well. So to talk about the season a little bit more, I think these guys would agree that we faced a lot of adversity as a unit. When you have such a small group and not a ton of depth, injuries can kind of derail a position group. And we didn't let that happen in our group because all these guys were next man up with their mindset on the goal that we set before the season. So, a great example of that is Madaux being kind of thrown into the fire against a very good Thunder Ridge team. Injuries were hurting us that week. He needed to step in, and he did a great job. And that's just how it was all season with all of these guys. So. But with all that adversity that we faced, as a team, we were still able to rush for almost 1,500 yards on the season, which was third best in our conference, which, as Coach was saying, is probably one of the top 2 leagues in 5A. And that was with 17 rushing touchdowns, and all this while learning a brand new offense, a brand new scheme, and I'm sure they can tell you that's not an easy thing to do, especially moving up divisions and kind of revamping everything with how you guys ran from last year to this year. It takes a lot of work, and all summer and all season these guys worked to understand this offense, and it paid off. So before I finish, I just want to give kind of a special shout out to Zane and Madaux, my 2 seniors. I know you guys already did your senior banquet, we kind of talked, but I just want to say you guys mean so much to me. I'm so glad you guys decided to do football this year and play, because you guys have both added so much value to our team and to those running back units as well. You guys worked extremely hard, never complained or questioned how we did things, and I wish you both the best of luck in whatever you decide to do, because I know you guys will be successful in whatever's next. All these players up here are so special to me, and this season will always mean so much to me, as I was able to spend time with you guys, get to know them, and make connections that I hope last a lifetime with you guys. So I'm excited for the future of this program, knowing who I have in this group and who I have in this room, and I can't wait to get to work with you guys for years to come. And I do want to shout out Landon. He's not up here, but he did do the whole off season with running backs and most of the beginning of the season, but he ended up with Coach Thomas and receivers. But I do want to just shout him out because in my heart, he was a running back. And something that I was very proud of this season was that we only had one running back in this group fumble. I've never fumbled in my life. But that was something I stressed really, really hard to these guys, as I'm sure you guys know. There's no fumbles, we only had one. I think that's a success. So, thank you all so much for your time, and give it up for your